So, this is the late game part of the Max GT Code tutorial. Here it's a lot different than the early game part. Early game part is more about just surviving and getting to the GT code. But in late game, it's more about optimizations and how consistent you can perform the strats. It's a lot of item collection, and you have to memorize the route a lot because I know for me specifically, I tend to forget a lot of the items, so it's important to know the route. So we'll just pick up where we left last time. Here during the GT fight. And this first section, Lower Norfair, and also getting the items in Norfair, it's a lot of just 100% strats. Really, the entire late game section has a lot of strats similar to 100%. And you get screw attack after the GT fight. Yeah. Dude, Benergetic, thanks for the subscription. Man, I appreciate it. So, alright. I'm just gonna wait here and talk for a second. Yeah, first subscriber. Thanks, man. You're the very first subscriber. Okay, so a lot of the strats in late game are pretty difficult. The more advanced ones, for sure. They don't save as much time, but of course they do look cooler. And when you are used to the category and you're looking to save time, that's when you can do these more advanced strats that I'm gonna show. Yeah, but for the most part, as long as you can get through the early game pretty quickly, late game, it's just get items as fast as you can, really. So you just want to get as many items as you can. Well, all the items, obviously. You want to get the maximum percentage, so you want to get all the items as quickly as you can. So the strats that I'm going to show, you don't have to do them, right? A lot of this is just for it's just to show places where you could save time, like 3 seconds here, 4 seconds there. In some cases you could save as much as like 10 seconds doing some of these strats, and as long as the late game is a lot longer section, it's like, I want to say, an hour of just collecting items. So you can really save a lot of time in this section if you do more of the advanced strats. And so that's what I'm going to be showing. Some strats I'll talk about, but I may not be able to do them just because of how difficult they are, but I'll try for you guys. And thanks for the bits, Ben. Appreciate it. No pop-up notification yet. I'm gonna set those up. Alright. So here's a first strat. You can once you come out of GT, you grab screw, you're space jumping, shoot this super gate, and then you can select power bombs and charge a shot. And then you release it during the door transition, and you can lay a power bomb right there and go through here. Killing, you probably want to screw attack one of those blue orb guys before you lay the power bomb, because you can save some seconds due to lag. Like there's less lag if you kill one of the guys when you lay a power bomb. So you might want to do that. But it's just like a couple frames. And then you want to get a running speed when entering this room, so you can space jump here, and then you do a spring ball in 100%. Let's see if I can get it. You really have to get the timing for it. It's really not the end of the world if you don't like get through the door, like what I'm trying to do. As long as you space jump through here, it's still pretty fast. You do want to get blue suit though. Blue suit's an important part. I'm just gonna give it one more attempt. Actually, that probably could have been it. So yeah. So the reason, oh, I got it. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what you want to do. And then you just hold A and you spring ball over here, and then you get in there. So the reason why you have to go all the way around is because you have to be in this part, right, this section right here, you need a space jump to get into that Chozo's hands, so you can grab that missile. And since you have the lowest amount of items in order to activate GT code, space jump isn't included in those items, so you can't come this way, so you can't grab that missile tank early. So that's why you have to go through the back way, activate GT code, and then come all the way around. So it does waste some time, right? But like it's necessary. So here's a pretty cool looking strat that is super consistent, because there's no way you're gonna fall into the crumble blocks that's in the next room. Like absolutely no way, and it saves time, and you're going pretty fast through the room. So yeah, it's just a small little strat. See, so you shoot the door, then you morph, and you kind of spring ball into the next room, and then see, there's no way, as long as you're holding A, there's no way you can fall through. So super consistent, and you'll be able to get the missile every time. So what it is, it's just two kind of big space jumps. Go 1, 2, then you shoot the door. Oh yeah, and that's probably something I should talk about now. A lot of these strats take advantage of spring ball, since in 100% spring ball is kind of late, so you wouldn't really use it that much. But here you get spring ball pretty early, so we're gonna be using that a lot. So I highly recommend that you learn how to do mid-air mock balls, spring balls, and stuff like that, right? Just get used to having spring ball on the whole time, because that'll really help. So I'll just do it again. 1, 2. You want to shoot so diagonally down, and you'll hit that little bird guy, like that last one right there, and you'll be able to go through him because you shot him with plasma, like that. I'll do it one more time. You could also do it like that, where you screw attack him first, but then you're gonna bonk up there, you're gonna bonk on that little part right there. So that's why it's a little bit faster to do it my way. Where you shoot him with the plasma. But now I'm doing it too early. There you go, kind of like that. So you won't bonk up there. But you could also just screw attack him if you're more comfortable with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that. I didn't bonk that time. And then charge a spark. And now we're gonna head towards Ridley. After that little detour. Oh shoot. So you could get fast pillars there, but it's just as fast as screw attack through it too. So it's really just whatever you're most comfortable with. So I recommend if this is your first like run of Max GT Code, you haven't done one yet, and you're not really comfortable with like where all the items are, if you don't really know, then you should probably take notes of the route. Even if you do run 100%, the routing is a little bit different. Meridia is like almost identical, and so is Brinstar, but Norfair and Wreck Ship are definitely two of the more different areas. The routing in Norfair is pretty crazy. It's really different compared to 100%. So another thing I'm going to talk about while I'm heading to Ridley, there's two main routes in late game that you could take. You could either do the bowling skip or not do bowling skip, which I'll talk about later once we get to Wreck Ship. And depending on what you want to do, then you have different options on whether you want to turn off ice or not. And turning off ice helps for a lot of strats, especially in Wreck Ship and Brinstar. You could leave on ice the whole time if you want. It doesn't really matter that much, but I'm not going to be showing any strats with ice because I run without ice now, and it really helps because then you're not accidentally freezing enemies all the time and they get in your way. So if you do want to turn off ice but you don't want to do bowling skip, and you'll see what bowling skip is once we get there. It's not really hard, but I can understand if you don't want to do bowling skip, it may seem a little daunting at first. And it only saves like around a minute, I think, maybe even less. So yeah. So if you don't want to do bowling skip, but you do want to turn off ice, then after the fight is when you turn off ice. Because you still want to have ice for the Ridley fight, obviously, because that saves a lot of time. It does less shots. And I'm missing every shot. So basically when you're in the getting grabbed animation while Ridley's dying is when you want to turn off ice. My shots are so off. there you go. So right here is when you turn off ice. But since I'm gonna do the bowling skip route, I'll show you when you should turn off ice instead. But like I said, you don't even have to turn off ice if you don't want to. And you want to grab as many supers as possible too. You really want to watch your super count and your super drops and get as many as possible if you're doing bowling skip route. Especially since there's a green gate glitch in Maridia. And, you know, sometimes it can be a real pain. And if you miss it a couple times, you won't be able to do the crystal flash for the bowling skip. So you really do want to watch your super count. And also, you don't want to have any energy in your reserves either. So hold on, let me check right now. Okay, I have 300. So you want to have your reserves empty so that you don't have to waste time taking that energy from your reserves and then wasting it all so that you can do the crystal flash. Yeah, so see, like that, I grabbed a big energy tank. I just realized that. So I'm not very good at that part yet of like watching the health drops and everything. It doesn't make too much of a difference what your actual health is at this point while you're still in Norfair, but you really do want to watch your reserves. Reserves and supers are something you always want to keep track of until you do the bowling skip. So, yeah, a lot of this is just what you've seen so far in Lower Norfair. All this is standard hundo route and stuff. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you have all this stuff in 100% anyways. So it's a lot of the same strats. But here is where things get a little different. Make a safe state. You want to deboost off of this little dragon guy so you can get down here. Because there is a missile there that you should have skipped. That we need. So I'll try and get the deboost again. There you go. Now, this jump is a little tricky. I'll just show you once, and I messed up already. You want to jump right before the door transition. Shoot. Because in the next room, if you don't jump, then you have to, in the next room, you have to jump super quickly, or else you'll, because like, as you know, space jumping is a little weird, and if you fall past a certain point, you won't be able to jump again. So there's like, I think you only have like half a second to react before you won't be able to jump again and you'll just fall. So it's safer to just jump before the door transition so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And I messed up again. It takes some getting used to, but yeah. So if you do fall down here, you know, you're going to be losing some time, but not a lot of time. Best thing is just to do a run and jump up here. And then you want a mock ball back here, like that. Or a spring ball or whatever. So yeah, the actual height of your second jump doesn't really matter. You could be like pretty much wherever in the door and you'll be fine. You just keep space jumping. And I messed up. So yeah. So you can see it's pretty tight. You kind of just have to get used to the space jumping and the rhythm of it. You don't want to bonk anywhere or else you're going to lose time. Let me try and get the spring ball one more time. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Now I'm messing up so much. Just want to get it once. Hey, what's up, Raven? So yeah, you can see that the space jumping is really tight. You might just want to take it safe and just hop over the little platforms. And then, like I just did, you want to do a little spring ball jump into here. And then jump up here. This door normally isn't a green door, but I kind of set up my practice ROM a little weird, so it is a green door. It's not supposed to be. You should just shoot the door with your plasma shot, and then charge your shot. It doesn't have to be fully charged. You can just charge it for like a frame, and then walk in the door. So you can just release a shot, and during the door transition, and it'll shoot automatically on the first frame, and it sets you up perfectly. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep messing up now? I usually never mess up that jump. Shoot. Whatever. Okay. Alright, so you just charge it, and then don't move. Just stop for half a second, and then these two waivers will be frozen, and the shot block will be open, so you can just hop in there. So let me just show that again. You charge your shot. It doesn't have to be fully charged. You run in, release it. Just stop moving for like half a second. What? I thought I saved. There you go. This mock ball isn't even, or mock ball, spring ball, whatever you want to call it. It's not really precise. You can bounce on the door and still make it. Okay, safe. So yeah, charge shot, run in, let go during the door transition, stop moving, and then you come up here. Alright. So this trick is called the FBS Spark for Fruit Bat Salad. Shoutouts to him. This trick is pretty funny because I was talking with Susraim, the world record holder, and we were talking about like backups for this trick because it's really inconsistent. The primary setup, the original setup that we thought was the only one. Usually a lot of the times you bonk right here, and then he would usually like charge a spark here, or you have to get enough running speed to space jump over, and the space jumps are really tight, even tighter than the wave gate one. So it was just the trick was just really kind of a mess, and we were trying to make up backups, hopefully don't lose too much time. And Susrame eventually just found out a pretty more consistent method where he like space jumped over here like that. Hello. And then charge a spark here. And then you could get the spark like that back. But it turns out that there's actually an even easier way to do it, where you don't even have to do the stupid space jump. So you charge a spark, you come up here, hug the door, and then you'll make it every time. Like that. It's a pretty sick looking spark. I'm on a timer, so it's kind of hard to show you. But what the original method was, because we didn't know you could just hug the door and it would instantly become like 1,000 times easier. Like you'd get it every time it was free. Before it was like a pretty finicky kind of strat that worked sometimes, didn't work sometimes, like sub-pixels or whatever. So yeah, because this was the original method. You kind of just had to wing it, like you just kind of spark somewhere around here in the air. Kind of like that. See, and you'd bonk on the slope like every time. Sometimes you bonk here, sometimes you bonk here, here. I stopped going for it after a while, before the newer setup was discovered, I guess you could say. So you hug the door and you get every time, super free. Charge a spark, grab the missile, hug the door, and you release it, get it every time. So yeah, that's the new setup. Super easy now. Oh, see, so you don't want to pick up that energy. I mean, I guess you do, because you can, because you're not at full health. But if you were at full health and you picked up that energy tank, it would fill up your reserves, and you know, you don't want to do that. And I'm still trying to get this spring ball kind of move here. I can never make it to the platform, but yeah. All that was just 100% strat, so you can just do whatever you do 100% if you run that. Here, you kind of don't lay a power bomb if you're used to doing that. You know, you lay a power bomb here, and then you come over down here, and you grab the missile. Don't lay the power bomb, because I'll just ruin the setup later that I'll show you. So after getting those reserve tanks and the missiles, come down here, grab that missile. You can do a little D-boost there. And you have to go back towards Cathedral, which is why you don't want to blow up these power bomb blocks here. So you want to get as enough running speed as possible, and then run through the door, and just space jump the whole way. And then get cathedral missiles. And then, so this next room, there's a pretty cool strat that I kind of have a hard time getting. Yeah, it's a little tight, but it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. Once you get the hang of it, there you go. That's it. I'll try and explain it a little bit, but stuff goes on pretty fast. So you enter the door, bonk that little platform here, and you want to wait like a millisecond. Like, don't wait too long, but wait just enough so that when you press down, you're not accidentally gonna down grab the platform. You don't accidentally do that, you know, or just like gap skip. So you want to bonk it for half a second, and then do a down back, and deboost off of this Deskiga or whatever that was right here. You deboost. You come over here. You run, shoot, and you want to kind of jump and twist around to get into that platform. That's in my opinion, that's kind of the hardest part of this strat, because kind of like swerving around and kind of twisting to get into that little gap right there is kind of tough. It just takes some getting used to in practice. I shot too late. There you go. So it's kind of like that. You want to shoot up and jump at the same time, pretty much. It's kind of what you're doing. Gosh. Oh, there we go. Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, so select super missiles once you enter this door. Then you shoot the super door. Unless you grabbed ice during the early game section, then you don't have to select supers. But for most people, I think they didn't grab ice, I'm assuming. So you just shoot the super door and you gap skip. And then that sets you up for just selecting power bombs. So you don't have to like reselect it or anything. It's a little bit quicker. Yeah, let me do that again. So you shoot the door, gap skip. Oh, and I did it. But select power bombs. Come down here, and then you can do like the little 100% strat. Oh man. Like there's a setup for that room, and it's just exactly the same as 100%, so you can just do whatever you do there. I guess I'll show you what I do. I get hit by this flame guy, and then I go through the Deskiga, this copper guy, and then I start shooting. I just start spamming shoot, and I get through it like 99.9% of the time. So you come down here, get hit. Oh, see, sometimes that happens. And then you want to shoot that missile there and jump, so you can grab it like that. and then deboost off of that Gamer, whatever its name is. If you do accidentally fall down, so say you come over here and you fall down like that, like don't freak out. Gotta make a safe state. Because what you can do is just shoot down, and you can freeze the little Gamer, and then you can jump back up. Like, I'll show you. Although I don't have enough speed to make it all the way. So you can just shoot him like that, and then come up and not kill him. Oh, you don't even have the gap skip. I guess if you have enough speed. Oops. Okay. So if you fall down here and you didn't jump, you can just shoot down, and then you can grab the missile that way. And then we go to Croc. Oh no. That was an accident. Yeah, so don't arm pump. Bad idea. And the Croc fight is absolutely free. Just charge a shot. And there you go, he's dead. And then you want to do a wraparound shot right here. So what you do is you shoot where I was, charge a shot right here, and you should get it every time. I haven't missed it yet, but I don't know. It's pretty easy. You aim up. You aim diagonally upwards. Charge a shot, release it. Hey, what's up, SysRam? So yeah, so he gave me all health drops, so you don't want to grab those. I don't think. How do I have some in my reserve? Gosh. Yeah. If you're doing bowling skip route, like I said, don't pick up any health drops. You want to watch out for those. Okay, so here comes like the first, like really pro advanced strat. You just moonfall here, unmorph, select supers, shoot, deboost, shoot those guys, do like a really tight stutter 3, which I can never get. Yeah, just in time. Alright, I'll break it down. I still can't do the strat perfectly. SysRam still hasn't gone in and run yet, so it's a pretty hard strat, but I'll try and break it down for you guys, so you can see how it's done. First you moonfall here, and then you morph. Quick moonfall and morph. And then right about here, this part right here, you want to line up with this this platform here and unmorph, and then you can just aim down, and you'll be able to shoot and hit the door every time from this position. So Moonfall, morph, unmorph, and shoot down like that. Oh, you have gotten a run. Okay, not a finished run. So unmorph here, shoot down, and there you go. And like that. So aim down, shoot. So that's kind of like the first section, first part, and then whoops, unmorph, shoot, and then select supers. Select supers, and while you're selecting it, after you've shot, not before, but after you shot the door, slide over to like this part right here, that little section right there. Move over to the left, like that. And then you want to shoot the super. The reason why you shoot the super is so that you can get a deboost off of that blue orb guy. And oh yeah, so just like that, just what I did right there is exactly how you want to shoot these little fire fleas. Like there's a specific like kind of position that you want the fire fleas to be, so that way you just select missiles, you shoot the fire flea. There's one single fire flea that is not frozen that you can shoot perfectly with a missile, and you stutter 3 tap or stutter 4 tap, however you want to do it. But the stutter is really tight. I can get it like 1 out of 10 tries. It's a little inconsistent for me, but yeah. It's really all about the stutter. I mean, you could always do like, sort of, I guess, like this half strat, you know? You could do something like this. Then lay a power bomb there. And that's only like 3-4 seconds slower, I think. Can't remember, I did this a while ago. But yeah. So if you can't do like the stutter 3 tap, you can always do that. And it's not as slower. Oh, but these guys will get in your way for sure. Whoops. Oh man. Now I'm messing up. So there you go. So yeah, if you're like me, not as consistent with your stutters, that's also, it saves a lot of time too. It saves more time than just falling through. And then here's just a standard hundo strat. Actually, no, not really. No, this isn't a hundo strat, is it? Oh, if you do late croc. If you go late croc, that was, yeah. This is a hundo strat. You just do a mock ball and then spring ball over to the missile. it's a pretty tight mothball, especially with the lava getting in your way, or acid. Damn it. Once you get it, you just jump over. Damn it. Oh my gosh. I got it like 10 times in a row earlier. Whatever. And then, so you should make it all the way over here with just one jump. And then you can deboost off of that spike. And then charge your spark. And we're almost done with Norfair. There's this one strat when you're getting high jump E-Tank and high jump missiles that I've yet to figure out. Not entirely sure how it works, but I'll just give like a brief overview of it. I'm not talking about the farm specifically, I'm just talking about like the entire strat. Like I still haven't gotten like the right jump, like height or whatever. So pretty much what you're supposed to do is select your power bombs, charge a shot, and then release it. Lay a power bomb. And then if this guy did drop like a super, then you would want to grab it with a grapple and then hop on over. Dang, I didn't do save. I never do save. So I'm gonna try and break it down. The farm. Because it only wastes like a second, and you're gonna get a super out of it potentially, so it'll definitely be worth it if you do get a super. In the grand scheme of things, it does seem insignificant, but it looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, less than a second, okay. Yeah, you always want supers. Always want supers. Okay. See, so that time he laid a missile, so I wouldn't have to grab it. I don't need to grab it, but I guess I could if I wanted to. So charge a shot, select power bombs, charge a shot, release it, jump over it, and lay the power bomb. Kind of like that. It's not like the fastest way to do it. Technically what you're supposed to do is break this block and this block too before you do a spring ball jump into here, this little morph tunnel to grab the missile. And then when you come back, you can just select grapple, grab the drop if it was a super, and then go on your merry way. I guess you could do it like that. Yeah. Then you could kill these guys for more supers if you wanted it. And we are done with Norfair. So, yay. Panel on the back. So if you notice, we kind of just did a full circle around and then kind of a half circle to get back to the elevator. So if you just kind of imagine it like that, you kind of go counterclockwise around Norfair and you grab all the items on your way. If you want to picture it like that. So like I said here, you don't want to grab any health drops. If this guy did drop a health, like health drop or whatever, then you kind of just want to morph over it. At that moment, I don't think I could have grabbed it even if I ran through. But if the drop was like kind of close to your face, you just want to morph under it. You'll save more time that way rather than trying to use up your reserves later on. Yeah, I know there's only one drop you can grab, but I don't think I could have grabbed that drop. Oh, I just grabbed the health drop. Oh, yeah, you're just supposed to... What you can do is, select power bombs, come in here, and when you shoot down, you're gonna freeze that guy, and then you can lay a power bomb there. Oh, but it doesn't hit the block. If you're doing bowling skip route and you don't want to grab the drop, you can lay the power bomb like that. And then select missiles. Yeah, see, I don't think I could have grabbed any of those drops. Yeah. So I guess as long as you spam missiles, you're okay. I don't know. Oh, okay, well that time I grabbed it. Yeah, so I guess if you just want to be safe, it's the third key hunter on the left. Whatever. If you, oh yeah, I guess. You can do a speedball back, but it's really, really, really tight. It looks nice. So I guess if you wanted to do it. If you want to do it, you can shoot that door open like that. and then do like a little stutter. I think it's... I think you can do a stutter 3-tap. Shoot. I gotta do a save. Keep forgetting. Stutter 3 can't make it? I don't know. We'll see. I never tested out the speedball back. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not significant. It just looks nice. Just looks sick. And I shot this. Whatever. Okay, yeah. You're probably gonna waste more time going for it anyways. Shoot. Yeah. So, in my opinion, crate items are pretty easy to forget because you're kind of just used to running straight from Meridia or something like that. So remember not to forget those crate items. I've forgotten them before and I still PB'd anyways, but yeah. It can be a huge time waste. Huge time sink. A lot of this stuff is pretty much in the entirety of Meridia is just 100%. You can really just do 100% strats and you'll be good to go. But there are a few rooms where your item set will help. I'm not very good at doing this room this way. I usually just, in this room you can just spark up like in 100%. Or since you have space jump, you can space jump over here, shoot the block, and then grapple over here. Or you could just, instead of grappling that block, you could just space jump normally. Like that, to get the block. Yeah. Whatever. I usually just spark up. It's more consistent for me. So you can definitely just spark up and grab the missile, just like in 100%. That was way too far. Damn it. Alright, let's just pretend like I got those items. I need like a little alert thing to remind me to like make a save. So yeah, this is what I do. I just spark up and then grab the missile. then, like I said, the route is exactly like 100%, except you're gonna skip plasma and spring ball since you already have them. Oopsies. You can deboost off of this fish. Then here, let me do that again. You can space jump and not get hit by that ouch. That little spiky guy. Like that. So, no, this next room. This room has a bunch of strats that are specific to Max GT Code. That's one of them. So this guy, this crab guy, if he shows his face. Low. There you go. So if you enter this room the way I did, like running from the edge of that other platform, if you charge a shot and then release it as soon as you enter the room, yeah. I'm gonna show a lot of different ways. You can charge a shot, release it as soon as you enter the room, and you could either freeze this guy or miss him. If you freeze the guy, you can mock ball onto him, and then you can spring ball up into this little crevice right here without bonking. If you miss him, then it's exactly the same. You mock ball here, and you can spring ball that way. But the jump and the timing is a little bit different. You could react to it, but I don't think anyone's that fast. It might be possible, I don't know. But you're gonna have to react pretty fast. If you don't want to go for that, because it is kind of dependent on RNG. You can do this other thing that I forgot how to do. Pretty much, you jump at the end of the platform, at like the very, very edge, and then you can jump all the way over here, and then just spring ball up like that. It's like a couple frames slower. And I'm just barely missing it. There you go, like that. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Just spring ball up like that. However you get through there. And then, if you have trouble space jumping through here, like trying to get that jump up here, there's a pretty consistent setup that you can do. You can start running from here and do a space jump right here on the zigzag formation in the wall, and then you do another jump, and that's it. And you can make it up here every time. Jump, jump. Jump, jump, shoot. And then you down grab. It doesn't. It actually doesn't align perfectly every time. So that method that I showed when you do the down grab, most of the time you can't get it to align perfectly. But if your down grab is like a little sloppy, then you might have to move the door like a pixel or something. But it won't. Yeah, it won't waste too much time. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to do this cool strat here. So, if you were doing normal 100%, and if you've ever tried to go for beach ball, without space jump is like really hard. It's, I don't know, pixel perfect or something like that. I'm trying to get it without using space jump. So obviously it's like really hard. I've gotten it like once, but that was pretty much it. So yeah, you can do an easier method with space jump, where you jump like right here in between these two holes. So you start from here, jump. Oh wait, never mind. You jump when Samus crosses this hole right here. That's when you start jumping. You do a jump, and you can shoot the door like that. You spring ball over. And make it through like that. There's a faster method that I'll try to do. That it's pretty much the same concept. You jump over here, you spring ball, right? You bounce here, you spring ball up. Except you also shoot the door right before you mock ball. So you can just, like, as a ball, just spring ball all the way down. And it's pretty smooth. I'm gonna try to get it. Alright, hold on. Like I said, it's the same concept, except when you mock ball into this hole right here, you also release a shot at the same time. So you spring ball over and shoot the door. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think this mock ball is tighter than 4S. Because in 4S you have like different positions you could be in, but there's only one position that works. Alright, let me try and get it without. Okay, like that. Okay. Now my finger's hurting. Okay. Yeah, it's really tight. Alright, I'm gonna give it like 5 more attempts, but then we're gonna have to move on. Oh, dude, that was so close. So I guess if you can kind of see, like, the concept of this jump. Oh, there you go. That was almost it, but I didn't have enough speed. So that's pretty much what you're trying to do there. Yeah. So technically, what I was doing is not the right way. I was just trying to show you guys kind of like the main concept. You can't actually do the 2 space jump method because you don't have enough speed. So you actually have to do the real beach ball. Oh wow, I got it. So you have to do the real beach ball, kind of like mock ball. Okay, I have to stop focusing on this too much though. I shouldn't be. We got other stuff to get to. Okay, whatever. So yeah, it's really tight, but if you've done like 100% and you know how beach ball works, then pretty much you gotta morph into here and shoot at the same time. I wish I had a controller cam right now, but if you can see like my input display, kind of like an easier method that might help you guys when holding the buttons, because it can get a little confusing when you have to hold all these buttons together. What you could do is hold the shot button until you start space jumping. Then you can let go of shot and you'll still be holding the shot. And then when you want to release it, press the shot button again. Like that. So you don't have to be holding it the whole time. And then, yeah. So you can just hold it until you start space jumping, and then just tap it, tap and morph. And then you can do a swag moonfall here. Oops, whatever. And then we're off to fight Bot Toon. You only have to make, I think, 3 or 4 connections. Oh, I didn't even make enough. What? Like with X Plasma, it's I think 4 hits with X Plasma, and that kills him. Okay. I did 3, but then it didn't kill him, so I don't know. I thought it was 3. Yeah, maybe I just didn't make, I wasn't efficient enough, but whatever. So this is where the 2 routes really start to come into play. To do bowling skip, you want to get hit as much as possible and not take any health drops, right? You want to keep kind of cutting off your health a little by little as you go on. Like sometimes you only take like, I don't know, 5 damage, right? Might not seem that much, but if you keep going along in Meridia as you're collecting items and you take like 5 damage here, 5 damage there, 5 damage there, you'll slowly like start cutting your health down to get it in good crystal flash range. If you're not doing the bowling skip route, if you're just not going to do the crystal flash or the x-ray climb or anything like that, then you can just do Meridia, the rest of Meridia, however you usually do in 100%. So you don't have to grab the energy tank right here that I'm about to grab. You can wait until later. You can get it after the Dragon fight. But if you are going to do the bowling skip route, then you have to get it now, because you don't want any energy tank refills. So if you were to do the bowling skip route, then you want to run and shoot these guys, but don't kill them. Oops. See, like that. Kind of messed up. Whatever, I'll just try that again. So you grab the energy tank, and then... God damn. I did this before. What? And then you want to get a short charge. Thank you. And then hopefully full healthy, so you can get your health down. But I'm not going to make it, so I'll just do healthy. Like I said, you're trying to, from this point on, once you get that Batoon E-Tank, you want to waste your health as much as possible. Okay. So, first, I'm gonna show the fight how you would do it if you were not doing bowling skip route. Right, at this point, you wouldn't even care how many supers you have, because you probably got like a lot right now. And then all you have to do is just make 6 or 7 connections with the X Plasma, and Dragon is dead. There you go. There's also a way for you to 1-round Dragon like I just did with X Plasma and get blue suit. You're only gonna waste, like, I want to say, you're gonna waste a little bit of time, like 5 seconds, but then you'll be able to get the reverse halfie back. So I'm gonna try and get that. So instead of killing Dragon, you want to... Oh, damn it, I killed him. Okay. You want to do... I think it's 6 shots. So if you get 6 connections, you want to do 5. So you just get him on the brink of death, and then you charge a spark and kill him like that. Okay, so it's 5 and then spark. What's up, Saffron? Okay, and then like that, but I didn't get the blue suit. I should make a safe state in the room. Wait, no, I can't. Because I have to show the other method first. I think I was holding run. Happens sometimes. You just gotta be careful. Yeah, I had dash speed. Okay. There you go. So I really only wasted like 5 seconds there. And then I can get the reverse selfie back. Okay, so yeah, that's how you could do it if you weren't doing the bowling skip route. You can just be kind of carefree with it, get some X plasma, and then you can get the blue suit if you want. But it's a little tricky, it's a little finicky, like you see. Okay, so in total, in net worth, thanks to stream, you're gonna save 2 seconds by doing that if you do it optimally. So if you're really confident with getting the short charge and getting the blue suit, then yeah, go for it. But pretty much for most people, if you're a beginner, you probably just want to do the space jumping back, Wumple jump. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the reverse full halfie saves 2 seconds over Wumple. So if you get the blue suit optimally, if you do the fight optimally. Oh, you actually lose time? Oh. Oh, well, whatever. If you want to go for the swag, then I guess you can get blue suit. But you might just want to space jump over then. Anyways. So now if you are going to do a bowling skip route, things get a lot more different. I'll just try to do the fight as optimally as I can, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. And yes, Saffron, you should totally do max GT code. Everyone should. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Okay. So I got chain damage pretty hard. So I just, yeah. Your health is actually too low. So you're actually gonna have to watch out for your health if it gets this low. Okay. So I kind of messed up there. I accidentally pressed dash. Anyways. So since you're trying to waste your health as much as possible, you want to, since there's time, you're pretty much just stalling for time, you know, while you're waiting for Dragon to appear. So during this time, you can damage yourself with the electricity. And then you want to get hit by his tail there, but that's fine. Oh shoot. Okay, this turned from a good fight to a bad fight. Damn. Alright, you know what? Let's just restart. Okay. So like I said, you super this thing, then you start taking damage. Take as much damage as possible. Oh yeah, it's way less. It's more like 1/5 of the game, I think, is covered in early game. Late game is much longer. Okay, there you go. Then you charge a spark. There you go. Okay, I didn't get chain damage as hard, so you actually want to keep taking damage. And you want to be around like the lower 500 range. Like, I want to say this is a good amount. Oh, late game is pretty much everything after GT code. So there's no mid game, essentially. I started off after GT code, post GT code. So yeah, why you want to take damage is because for the bowling skip route, you have to do Crystal Flash into X-ray climbing, and I'll talk about those the actual bowling skip once we get there at Wreckship, which is coming up shortly. And yeah, so there's 2 tutorials, and then I did make a 3rd mini tutorial on Phantoon, because there's a lot to talk about, especially in this category. But yeah, the early game and late game tutorial cover the whole category. Yes. Okay, I'm not sure what else I have to explain here. So you want to take damage off of that electricity thing with your grappling beam as much as possible. And then you want to X-Plasma him with 5 connections, right? Kind of like what I said before. Shoot. The whole point of this is, because, well, damn it. The reason why you want to get Blue Suit and why it's more important to get Blue Suit if you're going to do bowling skip rather than not doing bowling skip is because you can do the reverse halfie, and the reverse halfie will waste more of your health. So it's actually more beneficial in the long run to get Blue Suit so you can spark back. Because like I said, you're trying to waste as much health as possible so you can get in Crystal Flash range. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and focus here. This is gonna be the last time I'll do this fight. Damn it. Jeez. What? There you go. And then spark off of that. And there you go. Shoot, I pressed and I didn't. Ugh. I want to try and do an optimal Dragon fight so I can show you guys how it would look. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the reason why you want to do bowling skip is because the cutscene when you get into the Chozu's hands and the bowling room, it takes a while, so you don't want to have to watch that all over again, you know? So instead, it's a better idea. Why don't we just skip it instead, you know? And just get the items. So it saves like 30 seconds, I think. Yeah, so, yeah. I'll show that later. Don't worry. But right now I'm focused on getting a good... It's not hard at all. No. As long as you know the setup, you're good to go. Okay. I promise. Last time I'm going to show this Dragon fight. After that, if you got any questions, you can just DM me, or you can DM SosRaim. He's the one who came up with this. Probably knows more about it than I do. So it's kind of complicated. So it's a lot of things you have to do in this fight. Gosh. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't even get blue suit. Okay, I don't care anymore. I do not care. So yeah. That wasn't the most optimal fight. I still haven't gotten a good Dragon fight. But pretty much you want to leave here with blue suit. Charge it there. And then release it here. Wait, I have too much health. I should be at like 300 right now. Fine, we'll do it again. So, like I said, with X Plasma, you just want to do 5 connections instead of 6 to kill him, because you want to get the blue suit. So you want to get him as close to death as possible. There you go. So you kind of do want to get chain damaged, but obviously not to the point where you die. But like getting change damage like a couple times is pretty useful, so you don't have to keep reducing your health a lot. There you go. So that's kind of the health you want to be at right there. Then I'm gonna make a safe state here. So if you didn't do bowling skip route, then this is when you would get the E-Tank, unless you grab it after Plasma. So then you could do that, but yeah. And you want to get hit by that ouch, because like I said, wasting health. And you can do this little like running with the spring ball right into that morph tone right here, so you don't even have to like jump or do anything. You can just roll right into it from the item over here. We're gonna call it the hero roll. He didn't figure it out, but I guess we can call it the hero roll. If you do that in Max GT code, call it the hero roll. But it's only for this category. Otherwise, it's just some other strat. I don't know. Someone else figured it out. So, usually, if you were doing 100%, you'd go up here to Plasma. But since we already have Plasma, we can just moonfall down here. And then get hit by that ouch. Right. So, before I keep going, I should mention, if you're not doing the bowling skip route, then you can still do everything that I'm doing, but you don't have to take as much damage as I'm taking. You can try to avoid it if you want to, but even if you are taking damage, there will be health refills along the way. So yeah, you don't have to worry about your health that much in this category, anyways, in late game, because you get so many E-tanks. And so down here in this room, you can go for Blue Bomber if you're down with those swag strats, but in my opinion, I think it would be better if you were going for bowling skip route and you're kind of like a beginner and you want to waste some more health. It's a better idea just to spark, because then you can waste more health that way. So yeah. And then we're almost done with Meridia. Yeah, so if you're like in the higher end of the of health, if you kind of have like a lot of health, you probably just want to spark instead of going for Blue Bomber. The hardest part, it depends. If you're a beginner to this category, the hardest part obviously would be early game, because like it's just an intense game of survival. But if once you're used to the category and you can survive early game pretty well, I'd say like late game. Late game is really hard when you're a pro, like Susrame, because there's so many like 5-second time saves that are just so difficult. Okay, what I tried to do there was called the triple D, which is like a 3 D boosts in a row, but I'm not even gonna show it to you guys because it's stupid. It looks really cool. I mean, I want to try and show it sometime, but I didn't practice it enough. Sorry guys. It looks cool, and pretty much the concept is you want to get a D-boost from one of the Evers, like the shrimp guys, like little spores thing. You want to get hit by it, so then you D-boost. Oh shoot, I didn't even look at my health. Crap. Alright, whatever. Wait, where am I at right now? Where am I at? Do I have to do everything all over again? Alright, just pretend I did everything already. Okay. I already grabbed all those things. I'm good to go. Yeah, hardest part of early game is wreck ship. Hardest part of late game is it's a close tie between Meridia and like Brinstar. Okay, I'll try going for it. I'll just try and show it. The concept is you deboost off of that little thing, and then you use your screw attack to reset your iframes, so you can quickly do another deboost. Damn. It's really hard because you have to get 3 perfectly timed deboosts in a row. And you could get all the way to here with 2 deboosts, and if you can manage to get the 3rd deboost, you can make it all the way over here. From the sand pit all the way over here. Just with the same spore, doing screw attacks to reset your iframes and deboosting again. But I'm not gonna bother. I just haven't practiced it enough. Now here's what I was talking about. Even if you're not gonna do bowling skip route, you wanna supers, because you want a green gate glitch. And there you go. And I'm just gonna take damage because I have too much health right now. Alright, there you go. Actually, I took too much damage. Shoot. And then you want to charge a spark there, but I messed up. Oh man. Alright. So there you go. That's what you were supposed to do. And then you spark on this leaf. That little flower thing, whatever. You can get that missile. My health is pretty low right now. And if you really want to, you can do this swag grapple jump right here. And I fell down. It wastes time, but I mean, it looks cool. Shit. I'll try and show it. Oh my gosh. No. It's not as hard as it looks. You just kind of have to get some momentum. And you're gonna do grapple jumps all the way up into Meridia Escape, or whatever you want to call it. That room up there. Whatever. Damn it. Alright, whatever. So you shoot that, morph in here, unmorph, and shoot that super door. So, yeah. Since you're already falling through here to get the power bombs down there, or the missiles, since you're already here and you're falling, might as well shoot the door while you're doing it. You know, and it saves you a couple of button presses, so it doesn't get so complicated. might just have to get the timing for it. You kind of have to unmorph in a specific place and then shoot in a specific place. It's not really tight at all. It's just... once you learn it, it's pretty easy. And then you come down here, shoot these blocks. This door should already be blue, but you know, I kind of did some stuff with my practice ROM, so yeah. Then you want to select power bombs. And then you can do a little spring ball into this room over here, if you want. Doesn't save any time. And then you can do a screw attack here to attack, damn it. So you can kill both of those little hopper guys. I should probably save right before that. Oh yeah, I'm skipping that power bomb. You should have already gotten it before. That was just, you know, it shouldn't be there. Alright. So you screw attack both these guys and lay a power bomb to kill that third guy. And if you still have like a lot of health, then you can deboost. But I have too little health, so I should just space jump over. I have pretty low health right now. You still want around 150 or 160 to do the spark over West Ocean. I didn't need to do that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so technically, this, like I said, this door should have been blue already, and there should have been a key hunter there. So this strat won't be accurate, but pretty much what you want to do is shoot the key hunter and then spring ball over the moat like that. Shoot the key hunter, shoot the door, and then you can spring ball over the moat. But I'm not getting it right now. There we go, that's it. Oh my gosh. Come on. Whatever. Ooh, just barely. I'm gonna super that door. You shouldn't have to, because you already came here before. Then I'm gonna see if there's anything in my reserves. There's nothing. Okay, good. Alright. Let's try and get rid of that beeping. Alright, well, whatever. So, this is bowling skip. This is the bowling skip I've been talking about the whole tutorial. It's not particularly hard, but it's... I did make a save. But it can seem a little daunting, right? It saves like 30 seconds, but then you also have to worry about health drops, you have to worry about super drops, and you have to worry about all these things. So if you don't really want to worry about that, then you don't have to do bowling skip. It's not required at all. but it does save time, so you probably want to go for it. There isn't really like an extremely accurate setup with a lot of visual cues for me anyways. You kind of just wing it. I'll try and get it, and then I'll explain it. So if you are going to do bowling skip, this is when you turn off ice, and you also turn off morph ball to help with the X-ray climbing. I have really bad X-ray climbing. I'm really slow at it. I'm not moving at all. So that's another thing. You probably don't want to go for this if you're like bad at X-ray climbing. There you go. Every time I've done this, I always end up in the floor, but there is a way where you can end up out of the floor. And then you re-equip Morphing Ball, and that was bowling skip. And the reason why we do this is so we can get the missile here and the reserve without having to go through the bowling cutscene again. Wait, I'm always thinking max completion when I do that. Oh, so you want to end up in the floor? Is that what? Oh, I thought it was the other way around. So you do want to end up in the floor. Because that means you saved a couple of X-ray climbs. Once you get all those items, you can come out here. So there already are a couple of bowling skip setups and stuff that you can look at that SesRaim has on his YouTube channel. But I'm gonna try and break this down as well as I can. So you want to have grappling beam equipped, and then you kind of want to wait for the Ripper to be in like an optimal position. You want him to be right here when you jump up. Kind of. I don't know, you kind of just have to get a feel for it. It's really kind of hard to explain the kind of visual cues I have. Once you see that the Ripper is in a good place, then you jump up here as high as you can so you can get the screen scrolling. Once you see that the gray door like moving up and down and stuff, then you turn around like that. See what I'm doing? Like that. You jump over and grapple beam the Ripper. This is how you want Samus to move. Like that. And then you want to get her stuck in the wall. You want to get her like stuck really far in, where you can't even see her. If you can see part of her body, then you're not clipped far enough. There you go, like that. And then if you do the crystal flash, oh shoot. Alright. So if you do the crystal flash, you should see part of the door show up during the animation. And I'll show you what I mean. See that? Now you can see part of the gray door, as I did the crystal flash. If the screen scrolls and you don't see the gray door, then you're not in the right position. I believe. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. No! I forgot to turn off Morphball. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Yeah. So if you don't see the gray door, then what happens is the graphics will get all messed up, and it's not really reset if you're comfortable with it, like the graphics being all messed up. But since a lot of late game stuff have visual cues, you probably don't want that to happen. I haven't messed this up yet, but I mean, it's bound to happen. So yeah, that's how you do it. There are different setups for it, but I probably won't show that here. You can go check out Zeus Rame's channel for that. So bowling skip, as you can see, it's not that hard. It's just that the entire setup of it can be a little difficult. Yeah, there's a lot of different setups. It's kind of just finding what you're comfortable with. As long as you get the kind of the whole gist of it, where you want to get stuck in the wall, so you can do a crystal flash, and doing the crystal flash will get you into a standing position in the wall, so you can X-ray climb up. That's the whole purpose of it. Yeah. Okay. So that's bowling skip route. If you grab those items, you come back down here. And you go through wreck ship, and then you're gonna clear the rest of the items that way. If you don't do bowling skip route, then grabbing all the items in wreck ship is pretty much the same as in Hundo. You kind of just go from the bottom and you work your way up, grabbing all those items, and you'll end where bowling skip route starts, pretty much. It's kind of like a reverse of the order of operations. Yeah, no problem, Zeus Rame. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. So yeah. So what Sysframe used to do is he would go through this door first. He would go through here first. He'd get the wreck ship E-tank, and then he'd work his way down. Now it turns out that that route is a little bit slower, but not by much. A couple seconds. So if you're comfortable with doing that, because the good part about doing that is that you can get a spark here, which enables you to release it here in this room to get the missile, and that saves a little bit of time there. But if you go from bottom up, right, you get more speed going into the wreck ship E-tank room. So it's kind of like a toss-up of what you want to do. You want to spark over here, or you want to get more running speed here. It's, you know, however you want to do it pretty much. So I'm just going to be doing the bottom up route. Top down is essentially the same. The rooms are the same. The individual rooms are the same, but the order in which you go in is different. So you get that super, left super, and then right super. Or you could do right super first, and then left super. Both ways work. If you saw earlier, I screw attack those blocks to get the super, and it saves time because you don't have to wait for the lag or whatever for the power realm to blow up the box. Okay, so this room, I'll show the spark later, but if you're gonna go bottom up, then the space jumps are kind of tight. Damn it. I'm gonna try and show it optimally, and then I'll explain it. There you go. So that's how you would do that room optimally. Yeah. The space jumps are really tight. Or you could do it like that too. Instead of waiting for the spike platform to drop so you can space jump, you can deboost like that and use your screw attack to reset your iframes so you can deboost quicker in more quick succession. Like that. Obviously it's harder than just sparking through that room, but overall it is faster. Now this room, you want to set it up correctly, so the next room you can just space jump through it like so. Let me try and get it. Whoops. Nope. 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 There you go. I think that'll work. So almost. You can space jump and make it all the way over here to this door. So what you want to do is shoot a door as soon as you enter. So you shoot that puffy guy, and you also shoot the door. Oops. You want to end up in the middle of the door. So you want to jump right around here. And then you can just space jump through, but it's super tight. Damn. Kind of like that, almost. And get that E-tank. And then what Susraim does, he has like a little setup here. He moonfalls down here, gets hit by the spikes, and then space jumps up to the door. And that way he has like a little bit of run speed. So I think it was like a second or 2 seconds faster than running through here. Because you can see the space jump is slower than doing it this way. See? So, Samus's speed is much faster if you do it that way. Where you just moonfall off the platform and then just run for like 2-3 seconds before you get hit by those spikes again. And then you start jumping up to the door. You can do a grapple deboost here. But it's kind of hard, as you can see. Shoot. Oh, no, we're dead. Okay. So yeah. There you go. So that's how you would space jump through the whole room. You want to watch out and not hit that platform too that I just hit, or else you won't have any speed. Alright, let's try and do that again. Whatever. It's harder to do it, and it's not even faster, so it's better to just deboost like I did there. And then you want to maybe get a springboard jump through there. You don't have to. Doesn't save any time. And then here we go. Attic Part 2. It always seems like Attic has like the hardest strats. So in the early game, you wanted to kill all the enemies so you can make it to the left side. Now this time you want to kill all the enemies as fast as you can to make it to the right side. And I'm going to show you this strat right now that I do, which is pretty close to Susraim's, except he does an extra grapple deboost, which is only 0.1 second faster. I'm gonna try and just get it once, and then I can go from there and explain what I'm doing. There you go. So that's the whole strat. So what you want to do, as soon as you enter the door, shoot this guy. Once you shoot him, turn around, shoot this guy so you can pass through him. You want to get like plasma invulnerability, whatever, to pass through him. And immediately, once you pass through him, shoot diagonally up as well, so you can hit that atomic. So shoot like that. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. See, now I'm messing up the rhythm. Because if you run for too long, you'll miss the atomic. Like that. And then you do one last shot to kill all of these key hunters in your way. Like that. Now, the weird part about this strat in this room is that you actually don't want to get blue suit. Because if you do get blue suit, you won't be able to deboost off of this electricity thing here. I'll show you. So you just pass through it instead of being able to get hit. Like that. I just passed through it. So yeah, that's why you don't want to get speed. But you still want to be running fast, right? The faster you're running, the faster this deboost will be. Because what you're doing here is called an extended deboost. And it's pretty much just a deboost with speed keep. I believe it's frame perfect, but yeah. It's tight. I know that it's tight. Because you could just mess up and do a normal deboost. And you go much, much farther than a normal deboost. Right, so you want to kind of jump right here. Maybe a little bit around here. Right before you get your blue suit. So you screw attack that guy. Come over here, you screw attack this atomic. And then once you come over here... Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention. Once you do your last shot, you want to charge. You come over here, shoot, and you charge it. You charge your shot. See how I'm charging? You shoot these guys and charge your shot. And then you can come over here and kill those guys. So, what kind of helps me with button combinations kind of stuff, what I do is, I charge a shot, right? Once I start spin jumping, you don't have to hold shot anymore. So once you get here, to this spot, just tap L. That's all you have to do. Tap L, and you'll release the shot, kill these two guys here, and then you'll be, in a perfect position to just deboost. So here I'm not tapping at X anymore, which is my shot button. You can look at my button input display in the top left. All I do is just tap L. Once I'm spin jumping, I don't have to hold shot anymore. And I just tap L and I killed both of those guys. Once you practice, this strat can get pretty easy. The deboost is not really that hard to get. And as I say that, I can't even get anywhere. Whatever. I don't know. There you go. You can either jump over this little thing right here, or you can just run through and get hit again. Both take the same amount of time to do. Okay. So if this second part, this kind of deboost seems a little daunting to you, there is an easier sort of setup that'll only take like 2 seconds slower. It's the same beginning, right? Do this little part right here where you shoot that guy, come over here, shoot up there, and then shoot all these guys and charge a shot, right? The beginning is still the same. But you want to get blue suit. I mean, you don't have to. But it doesn't matter if you do. Then you can kill those guys. Come over here and get a deboost from that electricity right there. Just a normal deboost. You don't have to do the extended speed keep one. Come over here, get a deboost off of that one. And then you can come over here and shoot the door like that. So there you go, that's the strat. And it's only 2 seconds slower, so if you can't do the extended deboost, you can just do it that way instead. There you go. You can also just spark through here, but that's really slow. If you're used to sparking, then go for it, but it's really not faster at all. There you go, so that's the strat. And then you can just missile these robots. And now hold on, I just realized something. The store's locked. Okay. So what you can do is this is to set up to do a spring ball to grab the sky missiles, like outside of the wrecked ship. It's pretty precise. It's a pretty precise spring ball trick that you have to do. And I'll just try and show it here, and then I'll talk about it. Damn it. Okay, so pretend I got that item. So what you can do is come over here, screw attack these guys, do a stutter, and then jump and spring ball over there. Shoot the door, and then you can just spring ball like that. And supposedly you should be able to spring ball all the way up here to grab that item, that missile right there. But I have yet to do that. I'm still trying to figure the strat out. It's something that Suzerain does. Damn. It's pretty hard. Wait, you guys can't hear me actually? I thought you were just joking. This is max volume for the mic. Okay. It's a pretty hard strat, and you kind of have to get the right, like, speed. And you have to mock ball in the right position. It's really tight. But I think I got it. We'll see what happens. Damn, that was so close. That's kind of the strat in the nutshell. Damn it. I'm gonna get a few more attempts. So you kind of want to space jump like right around here. Space jump here, and then you do 2 jumps, and then you shoot the door and mock ball right around here. And then you should spring ball jump over. But obviously I'm doing something wrong. Not sure what it is. Damn. I think that was it. Yeah. Let's see if this works. Oof, so close. Alright, I think I know where to jump now. Damn. Oh, let's see if this works. Damn. Exactly. Everyone else is just loud. You're loud, Ben. Tone it down a notch. Damn it. So yeah, the jumping is super precise. Jumps are really precise. Because you have to make it through a little like space in between 2 platforms. I'll just show you right now. So you're trying to make it in between these 2 platforms right here. You want to make it through this hole, and then you want to land right here. And then you do a little bounce ball, and then you spring ball, and you should make it through this hole right here, and it'll take you all the way up to the sky missile. So it's a pretty sick looking spring ball jump once you get it. That's what I'm doing, man. Damn. So yeah, I just barely miss it every time. I'll just give it one more shot. It's a pretty precise jump. So you want to stutter here, and then you want to jump right around here in this electricity. 2 jumps, and then you mock ball and spring ball through this door, and you shoot the door on your second jump. Alright then. Probably should just move on. Yeah, whatever. It's a nice looking spring ball, and it does save a lot of time. Like, this is one of the strats that save a good amount of time. So it is definitely something that I should learn, and you should learn too. So here, this is where, if you did bowling skip route, you just come down here, bomb that block, and then you fall do the crumble blocks. But if you did not do bowling skip, then you'd have to go back and go through bowling again. And that's where bowling skip saves time, because you don't have to do bowling again. You don't have to go through all these door transitions. And yeah. But since I already did bowling skip, I can just head over here, bomb that block, and come down here. Alright, so this space jump through this room is pretty tight. You can get hit by the spikes like that, but you're not going to waste too much time. Okay, so once you grab the power bomb, run straight and you'll land on this block every time. Just run and you'll land on it. From here to there, and then from here to that little pillar, you're gonna have to do a down back, I think. Yeah, or just a down grab like that. Down grab, jump onto this, jump over here, and then deboost, and that'll get you in perfect position for this strat that I'm about to show. So, it turns out that actually space jumping and screw attacking through Gauntlet is the same speed as doing the spark. Literally takes the same exact amount of time to spark through Gauntlet that it does to just screw attack through it, as long as you get the setup right, which I'm about to show. Like that. So that took like 12 seconds. And then if you were to just do the wraparound shot, hold on. Now I can't even get it. Wow. What? I don't even understand. Alright, there you go. If you get it first try, it still takes the same amount of time. So doing this spark and doing the wraparound shot, compared to just space jumping and screw attacking through the blocks, take the same amount of time. They're exactly both 12 seconds. So you could do either strat, whichever one you're most comfortable with. From now on, I mean, since you obviously saw I'm not super consistent with the wraparound shot, so I prefer doing the screw attack. Oh yeah, so if you're gonna do the space jump method, to actually get inside, to do the little speedball thing, you want to run from here all the way to this little slope right here, that little corner right here. That's when you jump and morph, and you do a little bounce ball, which I'll show. So you do that, morph, you do a bounce ball, and then jump over here to shoot the door. And then you just space jump. And there you go. So you can do whatever strat you want. They're both equal. Alright, so here's a little strat that'll help you. If you are ever worried about like accidentally messing up this quick drop here, like if you fall on the right side and you're like, ah no, I can't get up, runs over, instead of like say you just went here and trying to do the setup and then you messed up like that, right? That can be pretty bad. That's kind of like the end of your run. But an easier setup where it's pretty much foolproof, really. You shoot the block and then you come into a ball, and then since you have spring ball, you can just bounce over these blocks as much as you want until you get the right position. Once you're comfortable with the position, then you can just stop hopping and you'll just fall right down. So you shoot like that, and then you do a little mock ball. and then you fall through the platforms like that. Since I started doing this method, I've never missed the quick drop, so it really helped me. And then here, this room is kind of tight. You can do a spring ball like that, which is the fastest method, but it's a little inconsistent. So you can go like that. Hold on. I'm gonna try and show the first method I did, but I probably won't be able to do it again. Yeah. So you can do a little like morph and fit through this little gap right here, and then shoot the door. Or you can do an easier method where you morph sooner, and it's easier for me anyways. It's just another method where you bonk on the bottom of this mushroom thing, and then you just hold jump, and you'll spring ball all the way to the door. So yeah, it's easier. It's, in my opinion, it's easier because you have more window to morph, because you can like morph here, you can morph here, here, you know, there's more room. But the first method I showed you, there's a very tiny gap to make it through, so it's kind of harder to make it. And now I can't even get it. Like that, like so. You just hold jump the whole time and you'll make it through, compared to doing this, right, where you can bonk on this little mushroom, or you can bonk on this little Kago. So yeah, either way. Huh. You should use Speed Booster for this, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. And then you'll lay a power bomb like right around here, right at this spot, and then you screw attack the first block, and then the power bomb will destroy these next blocks, these two other blocks right here. And then you can come over here, grab the reserve tank, and then there's a pretty tight mock ball right here. And then you can use spring ball to quick drop, which I messed up, but you can quick drop and then jump back out. So yeah, so you do the mock ball. It takes some getting used to, because you have high jump on. Then you use spring ball to do a quick drop. You hop onto it. You jump on the crumble block. What? How'd that happen? Okay, that was weird. You jump on the crumble block, then you do a quick drop. But you're not supposed to do it on the same block. You jump on one block and then you quick drop on another. I got it the first time. Like that. So, the rest of Brinstar is a lot like 100%. You just come over here to get the Edikun PB. Get the Mach Ball. You can do a little spring ball up here, so you can lay that power bomb. But yeah. Whatever, let's do that again. So all the strats here are this. I think they're all the same as 100%. Oh, that's right. I didn't talk about this. You want to get hit by the spikes, or you want to unmorph first and then get hit by the spikes, so you can just space jump through there. So you unmorph, get hit by the spikes, and then space jump over. Then you can spring ball like that. So, usually you would do a spark here, but since we have space jump, it's actually easier and faster just to space jump up here to this missile instead of sparking. And then you can do that nice quick drop thing that I can't do. If you did like do the quick drop thing and you got out like pretty fast, then you can get you can do a stutter 3 tap here. to get blue suit for the next room. But since you have screw tech, it really doesn't matter too much. Alright. We're about to get to arguably the hardest trick in this entire category. Alright. So, this trick is called Spore Spawn Speed Skip, but you can abbreviate it to 4S. It's a very, very precise trick. I only started learning it last week, and I kind of got some like setups in specific places where you jump, but for the most part, it's kind of just have to get a feel for it. And yeah, there's two main ways you can do it. You can either bonk. Well, I guess I should talk about it once I get there. But first, what you should do is super this door, and then space jump over, and then grab the super. Now here's where things get a little tricky. Let me see if I can get it. Ooh, so close. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to super that block, and then you want to mock ball, and with speed, and they can get through it. I have certain general places where I jump, but it's not very specific. You want to jump like right here, like in the foreground where you can see like those 3 fingers like sticking out or whatever. You want to jump like right here, kind of. You want to shoot and jump at the same time, so your shot hits the door. And then in your first jump, select supers, and then you want to jump like right here. Your second jump should be like right about here. So you go through the door, and then you bonk this top part right here. So all you have to do is just tap L, shoot that super block, and then morph through it. So I'm gonna try and show you guys how it would look. It's a lot of things you have to do all at once. Ooh, that was really close. Maybe if I shot the super a little bit later. That was really close too. Yeah, man, pulling out my big boy pants. Like this once you get it, this trick looks so sick. And it saves a lot of time too. Like there's no point in not going for it, because you're not gonna lose that much time. And there you go. That's the trick right there. You pretty much just have to have fast fingers. Good precise jumps and fast fingers. I'll show it one more time. If I can get it one more time. that was it, man. So that was a good precise jump, so now let me just try and get the mock ball. Like that. There you go. The timing for it is different depending on how precise your two jumps were. Sometimes you might have to shoot the super earlier than you would have. Sometimes you might have to mock ball a little bit tighter. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can get it. So if you find a very consistent like visual cue for you, and then you practice that specific jump, then the mock ball will always be the same. So there you go. That's pretty much it. The shooting your super and mock ball part of it is the hardest. Obviously, it's the hardest part of the trick. Because there's so many different ways that you could have done the jumps, which makes the shooting the super and getting the mock ball really difficult. Okay. So this strat. Come on. So you wanna mock ball through here, and then you kind of have to do like, it's not frame perfect, but it's like a precise unmorph. You don't want to unmorph too high, but you don't want to unmorph too low. Because the thing is, what you want to do is you want to unmorph so you can make it to this platform. Then it's just two jumps up here. And then if you want to be safe, you can use grapple to like kind of suspend yourself in air, so that way you can make it to the platform a lot easier. Like that. And then there you go. So, this part, Retro Brinstar, there's like 4 hard tricks in a row that I still haven't gotten yet. It's pretty much just like in Hundo, so it's not like anything new that I have to show you guys, but they are pretty tight. So yeah, all this Retro Brinstar stuff, pretty much after Big Pink, everything is just normal 100% strats. So there's really nothing new to show, except for the fact that you don't have ice equipped, so that does make certain strats easier. Damn it. So yeah, everything else is the same from here on out. And sadly, that means it's the end of the tutorial. I won't be talking about Turian. That's pretty self-explanatory. The only problem is you have a lot more energy. So if you can't do baby skip, you're gonna lose a lot of time. I mean, I still can't do baby skip, so yeah. I'm planning on learning baby skip, because that'll save a lot of time for me. So yeah. And then also, if you are, I mean, obviously you have to go for stand-up glitch. Like, that's probably the only real, I guess, quote-unquote requirement of this category in late game. Because if you don't do stand-up glitch, the Mother Brain cutscene will take a very, very long time. And yeah, so what else? So during the stand-up glitch, you want the baby to grab you as soon as possible, and you want your health to be like regained as quickly as possible too. So you can't take any hits from Mother Brain. Because if you take a hit from Mother Brain, then the baby has to refill that health. So yeah. So there's more intricacies about the stand-up glitch, but it's really the same concept. That's not something I have to show. Just keep that in mind. That since you have so much energy, you want the baby to grab you as soon as possible. And baby skip will save so much time. And the final item is this E-Tank that you skipped way back in the early game. And there you go. So yeah, I really hope this early game and the late game tutorial will help somebody in the future. Because, I mean, a lot of these strats that I showed don't really show up in any other category, really. Yeah, Max GT Code is, it's a very unique category. There's, you have the early game, which is a lot like low percent. And then once you execute the GT code, it's a lot like 100% and doing a lot of optimizations. Jinx. Yeah. So yeah. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun because you get so many different cool new strats. Yeah, a lot of stuff that you don't get to see anywhere else. Yeah. It's really a fun category. You get to mix a lot of different categories together, like GT Classic, any percent, low percent, 100%, and all these you know, cool new strats. So yeah, I really hope that more people run this category because it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and there's so many strats that haven't been even been found yet. Like, this is still a relatively new category, and I'm looking forward to like seeing people come here and experiment new stuff. You know, stuff like the 4S that I just showed. Yeah, the 4S is definitely something that needs to be discovered a little bit more, so we can find consistent cues to get the Mach Ball. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Hope this tutorial helps you guys. Practice, you know, practice makes perfect. And yeah, I guess that's it. We need more runners for Max GT Code. So I hope there's people out there who wanna run this category. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.